Here we go. Yeah. Okay. All right. Here we go. Yeah. Get out of the way now, yeah. All right. You know, drink some of that hot tea there, innit? General T. Rooney in the building.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That was kind of cool, wasn't it? If you could see and hear me, right? That was kind of cool. Well, I'm not going to get started off slow this time. What I will let you know is that Stover's having technical difficulties, but it happens, early days in live streaming. It happens. We're going to try to work on that, though, and spend some time fixing it. Okay, he says he's ready, so I'm just going to text him, jump in. Jump in, bud. Anyway, big show today. We got a very... There he is. All right. We got a very special guest today that was really hard to tie down if you... All right. Okay. I don't know if y'all... That's Stover beeping in my ear. I'll start over. So, big guest today. We got a U.S. general going to talk about... All right. Still beeping in my ear there. There he is. Okay. I see him. There he is, yeah.
Bizarre, man.
I don't see you. I just see your camera saying it wants to go live. All right, there's that beep. Can you all hear that beep? No, y'all can't. I see that y'all can't hear that. Well, it's going off repeatedly in my ear right now. Third time. So I'm going to try to get General on the phone to talk... Motherfucker. To talk about the Chinese balloon. And I can hear you again, bud. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I just don't understand. So it won't let me join the chat when I put in the actual name of the webcam.
Okay, the chat. What do you mean the chat?
So when I'm joining the vMix, like normal,
yeah,
I did everything as I usually should, but this time it's like it wasn't letting me join. So out of kind of like a what if, I change it to the OBS, which is this is what you'll see, this
right.
stupid thing.
Y'all can't see this.
And it allowed me to join only then.
Huh. Are you still on your Brave browser?
No, I am on Chrome, as like you said, and I just the only thing I have on this browser is the bookmark to this call.
Should I send like a new link or what?
Maybe at least we could rule it out. I'm sorry, everybody.
Let me remember how to do that. I can do that. I think it's that one. Wait, hold on. I just want to make sure I don't do this incorrectly.
You got to close this one out, I guess.
No, I don't have to do that. I just have to send a new one, but I forget what to click on first. While I'm clicking around, everybody, just know we have a U.S. general coming on. It's General Anna T. Rooney, to talk about the Chinese spy balloon fiasco and what the military is doing or has done about it, what they plan on doing in the future with things like the spy balloons, and also the future of the military in general. So let me get over here and try to fix Stover's camera. Now, I know it's right in front of me. Change. Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay. I got to send him... something new real quick. So let me do that so we can get on with this shizzo. People still say that? Okay. All right. And if y'all remind me when he gets here, I need to tell him to turn his Windows bleepy thingy down. It's really loud. So I sent him the link. We're going to see if he comes back on. In the meantime, we kind of missed the window to be able to talk about the Chinese balloon fiasco. So it's old news right now. We understand that. However, the military has been pretty silent about what happened what they plan on doing in the future to prevent things like that, if anything. And just basically, sorry, I'm also sick, so I'm going to be wiping my nose a lot. And without Stover here, I can't change the camera to him, so you just get to be grossed out. What the future of the military looks like. We do have General Rooney on the phone, standing by. I'm going to give Stover a little bit, like another chance to jump on, because I know he said he wanted to be on this interview call. So unless I'll give him a little bit of time. But anyway, it looks like we got the YouTube streaming right off the bat, and the Rumble. I don't have any text messages saying none of it's working, so we should be live to Telegram, Rumble, and Splorf TV, also known as the Splorf TV YouTube channel. He says he's in, but he doesn't see me. Okay, well, I don't. Oh, it won't go to him. What if I did this? Nope. He's just totally blocked out. I don't know what to do. Wait, I do know what to do. Hold on. I always forget that part. Yep. Okay, Stover. Come on, buddy. There you go. We got him. Can we hear you, though?
Testing.
Okay, yeah, we can definitely hear you. We definitely heard that, bud.
All right. In my defense, I ran some errands up until about I got home. And before I left the house, I was like, there's no way I'm going to feel like I can run these errands unless I pull everything up and I just have it ready to go. And it was all working. I was like, backed away slowly, went and got my Breve Vanilla Venti Latte at Starbucks, as I do before every show. It's the ritual. And I get back and the whole thing was just like, eh. So I'm definitely going to have to take it to a nerd and have him look at it. This can't stand. So I'll do that between now and Wednesday.
Well, speaking of that Starbucks drink, I figured out, like, Starbucks has a code so you can, like, shorten those long orders. And when I get that same drink, I say, hey, I'd like a cup full of semen, please. And they're like, coming right up, anyway.
So what a lot of people don't know, it took me a while, because, like, if you just go in there and you're like, could I please get a large? They'll fucking correct you with, like, disgust. So venti is faggot for large.
Oh, boy, I don't think we could say that word.
Oh. And breve is FGOT for half and half.
FGOT. Okay. Sounds like some kind of sweater.
I was saying faggot.
Oh God, we can't.
Sorry.
I don't think we could say.
Oh, no.
I don't think we could say that.
Are we getting banned?
Yeah, that's just as bad as saying. Just kidding. You thought I was going to say it, but I didn't say it. Yeah, it probably will be. But I mean, the truth is, we were going to get kicked off of YouTube soon enough anyway.
Bad start today, Stover.
Stover,
Sorry,
did
everybody.
you hear the intro? The U.S. general we have on to talk about the Chinese spy balloon.
Yes.
Okay.
I got the memo.
So before we keep people waiting, we're just going to go ahead and we're going to get them on. I'm sorry, get her on. We're going to get her on. U.S. General Anna T. Rooney, everybody. Hi, Anna T. Rooney. How are you doing today? Oh, I'm doing just fine. Thanks for having me, first of all, on Splorf TV. I really appreciate it. Let's just go ahead and jump right into this. The Chinese military balloon fiasco was, it was, everybody is thinking there was something wrong. There was nothing wrong at all. And I'll go into further detail about that. What I mean is it was a balloon. Okay. Everybody just needs to calm down about that. It was just a balloon. Okay. We know it's a balloon, but we've heard a lot of things about spy balloons and things of that nature. Well, maybe it was, but let me tell you what's going on right now. The state of the military is we're not concerned about balloons, okay? The biggest security threat to this country right now is making sure that transsexual soldiers have access to the health care and surgeries that they need in order to fight the enemy abroad and probably domestically eventually. That's kind of a big reveal, General Rooney. Am I saying that right? T. Rooney? Oh, yes, that is correct. Okay. Well, I find that to be a little frightening. Stover, how do you feel about that? I can't hear Stover. He's muted.
Don't ask me. I don't even know what's going on. But what do you think, Vil? I think whatever Vil thinks.
People love that. They love everybody agreeing with everything and just going along to get along. It's like the U.S. government, you know. But
Okay, when I heard that you're having this person on, I was really excited. But this looks like another one of those really well-made deep fakes.
I don't know. I mean, I think I'm getting that right. Are calling in. They're on the line. I don't think you could do a live deep fake. I don't think the technology's there. General Rooney, are you a deep fake? Um, well, I've been accused of similar things. But no. I'm not a deep fake at all. As a matter of fact, I'm 100% real. And if you question that, we will probably send troops to your house for terrorism. That's frightening.
There you have it.
There you have it.
There you have it.
Uh,
Wow.
oh yeah, I'm supposed to ask him. Sorry, her about the spy balloon. We had some questions from audience members that wanted to know very specific things. Oh yeah, go ahead. What was the specific thing that you wanted to know? Oh, whoops, jumped the gun on that one. So we saw that the military was aware of this balloon flying in 4 days before it entered U.S. airspace, but y'all waited until it went across the entire country over sensitive military installations, and only after it went from west coast to east coast over into the ocean did y'all shoot it down. Why did you wait so long? Well, again, we were prioritizing, what needs to be put first in this country, and it was not a silly balloon sent over by the Chinese government. I mean, as other people have pointed out, I'm not the first one to say this. All of those photos of these installations are available on Google Maps or Google Earth. So, I mean, they're not seeing anything that you couldn't just see with a satellite. You know, I thought about things like that myself. And I even kind of pushed back against some of these people that said, oh, it's this huge deal. These satellites are, I'm sorry, the the balloon's not a huge deal. The satellites are the bigger deal because they're there constantly. I mean, I can look at sensitive military installations, I believe. I haven't super looked into that or anything, but I've seen pictures from other people on Twitter saying, hey, here's me looking at a missile silo in Kansas. Hopefully I don't get in trouble for saying that. But in other words, I don't think it's classified information. Stover, do you think that the balloon was as big of a threat as people were making it?
I mean, who knows these days with our government? Like if it was a big threat, don't you think that they would have blown that motherfucker out of the sky a little bit quicker? But I mean, I would say it's a problem, but with all the billions and billions of dollars Biden's shoving over to Ukraine, how many days did it take him to get a couple thousand together to launch a missile at that thing?
Yeah,
Do we have to borrow it back from Ukraine? I don't really know.
I was going to say, I'm glad you brought up Ukraine because I have a feeling that if that was a Russian weather balloon or spy balloon or what, let's just call it a Russian weather balloon, I feel that they're going to shoot that thing down before it even gets over American airspace to begin with. General T. Rooney, if that was a Russian spy balloon or weather balloon, would y'all have let it travel across the entire United States? No, obviously not. They're the worst threat in the world, and China was just probably trying or attempting to figure out American weather or any other weather, and then the balloon got blown off course. And I don't know if you guys know this, but because of all this controversy, we're in big trouble with the Chinese government now, and that's the last place we wanted to be. We're trying to focus on Russia and Ukraine right now, and everybody's worried about this silly balloon. I mean, I wouldn't want either. Personally, I don't think Russia's as big of a threat as China. I think we've had plenty of other military officials in the past come out and say China, first of all, they already won the technology war. The U.S. is too far behind and too scattered and spread too thin to even try to catch up with the Chinese government. What do you say to that? Well, I don't see the Chinese government offering bottom surgery for its trans soldiers. So you tell me, in terms of being progressive and looking towards the future, who's really winning the culture war? I guess we are winning the culture war, but I'm worried about the nuclear war. Stover, do you think that this entire thing is a little ridiculous?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Oh shit!
I'm sorry, sir. Do you think this is funny? I just don't understand what's so laughable about this. Is it that you think China's a real threat to the United States? What are they going to do? Hack our computers? You know what I mean? Our government is the biggest threat to the United States, and not for the reason you conspiracy theorists think. It's definitely for other reasons. Can I ask? Oh, sorry, I went to the wrong camera. Can I ask? It sounds like you're alluding to something. Can you tell me what those reasons might be? Because I honestly don't know. I'm a little surprised to hear a general make a statement like that. Well, yes, I'd love to elaborate, seeing as though I'm completely unfireable, which is a great position to be in. I could basically do whatever I want, like not shoot down Chinese weather balloons if I don't feel like it. But the United States government, at least half of it anyway, is the biggest threat to the country because, one, it doesn't want to abort unwanted children, and it doesn't want to help teens and preteens achieve their goal of becoming the opposite sex, and that's the biggest problem. And I think we're done as a country. I don't think we're coming back from this. And like General T. Rooney said, I'm pretty sure that it's not fireable. She's not fireable. They don't get rid of people. Like, I'm not going back to her. I'm not. I'm utterly disgusted right now. And I think we heard about all we need to hear. Maybe she'll come back on some other time. But I don't think I'm prepared to hear anymore. I want to be able to sleep tonight without having nightmares. And his face did a number on that lack of peace while I try to sleep. Stover, what else do we got?
Did you hang up on that dude?
Yeah.
Okay.
Say what you will now.
I was having the hardest time paying attention. I heard what you were saying, but when he was talking, I was just staring at. It was like he had woman bangs, but it was like the frosted tips from the 90s met a woman's hairdo. I would think if I had a big paying government job, I could at least get my hair did.
I think that thing is going to need a lot more work than just his hair. What I'm wondering is, did he cut it off? That's what I'm wondering. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say he didn't even try that hard on the makeup.
I think it's probably a wig.
I was a little concerned that they would hire a general that's got vampire fangs, for Christ's sake.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. I noticed that. That was a nice touch.
Oh, man. All right. Sorry for the slow start, everybody. Trevor, what do we got? I know you had something you wanted to pull up. Are you capable of doing that? Or
we will see. I mean, I think it's almost like I have problems just until like 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. And then it's like, gotcha. And then like the federal government allows my computer to work because they're actually big fans.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
We actually, I'm going to actually call the FBI here in the coming days and try to talk to some of the agents and figure out where we stand. Sorry. Y'all can't tell.
Sure.
I have COVID, probably. I'm calling it COVID because I can't breathe and I had a sore throat. But I'm here. I'm here. I'm doing it. So, again, I keep saying, oh, these shows are going to get better. They're going to get better. But let me just say this. We have the intro for the first time. How cool is that? As far as I can tell, everything is working. We're streaming everywhere. So we're making improvements, but I got hit with this whatever, Omicron or something. I don't even know what they're calling it now. I don't pay attention to that stuff out of nowhere. So bear with me. I ain't firing on all cylinders. So I think we'll get the general back and we'll make that interview a little more interesting. But Stover, what did you want to have us all look at today?
Well, I had to move it around real quick, but I should be good since we're on this vein, given our first guest of the evening. Thank you, sir. With the vampire teeth and the frosted tips.
Frosted tips
I've
and
got
potentially
in that
no
same
tips.
vein. In that same vein.
All right.
One of our viewers sent this to me. By viewers, I mean friends. And
Say viewers, it sounds cooler.
yeah, I want to make sure though I don't share. I don't want to dox.
Well, I got the camera on me, so experiment away. I won't
Okay,
click it over
thank
until
you.
you're ready.
I want to.
I'll just try and do some entertainment. Oh man, you know what sucks is
There we
like,
go. Can
knowing
you just
that
see this? Just the photo?
no, I could see all your contacts and everything.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Just click on it, and it should expand fully, right? No? Bear with us, folks.
Oh, I see. I gotta do it like this.
Mm.
No.
No, not it. Oh, wait a minute. I might have it. You want me to try to pull it up?
Well, does this look good right here?
No, it's showing your contacts.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Where was that? In the whiteboard or in
Here,
the bangers?
I'll. It's in the bangers. It's a banger.
I wonder why I can't see it.
Here, I'll pin her.
All right, yeah, pin her up. Okay.
Oh, now
Okay,
it's
I'm gonna have
trying
to go to
take me
740.
the editor. 740?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Okay,
have to,
there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You pinned it.
Yeah,
Clicked
it's
it.
something about apparently in LAX. They're installing urinals in the women's bathroom, and this woman's interested in them. She's never seen those.
Okay, I got it. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start it over. You know, I didn't hear anything. I might have the Telegram audio down. That's why I can't hear anything. Give me a second. Oh, no. That's on something different. Is there sound to that?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's see what happens. Here's the video he's talking about.
Okay,
Yeah, there's
so I'm going into the women's bathroom
I can hear it.
to check this out. Putting urinals in the women's bathroom. Women. Urinals. What the heck? Look at there. There's urinals over there too. Okay, so I'm going into the women's
I
bathroom.
just want to make sure
Yeah.
it says
Check
women.
this out.
Did it say women right
Yeah.
there?
I double checked before I put it in there. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going into the women's
Oh,
bathroom.
yeah, I saw it. Okay, it does say women.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, women, watch out while I whip my cock out and take a piss after your long flight, bigot.
Oh, yeah, I've had a really long flight, and I'm dealing with the Chinese military right now, and I really got to take a wicked piss. Hey, where are the tampons at so I can shove them up my asshole and feel like a real woman? Do you think, here's a question. You know how they try to be ultra realistic? Do you think that they cut their buttholes when they decide that they want to feel like they have a period? So they're bleeding out of one of their holes. They could jam a tampon
Yes.
in it. I think so, too.
Yes, they do.
I want to know is, do they keep the rape kits next to the tampon machines at the LAX women bathrooms?
It would make a lot of sense, would it not?
Yeah, because they do a lot of raping. I think higher than the most portions of the population. I can't be
And this
too
is just
specific.
this is just how sick these people are. Because have you? I'll be honest with you. When I got out of high school, I didn't know what I wanted to do with myself. My parents wanted me to go to college. I didn't want to. So my mother, being a teacher, got me a job at her K through 12 charter school that she was teaching at, and I was the janitor. And I will shit you not, I was cleaning those high school girls' bathrooms. It changed me for fucking ever, man. I have a hard time believing someone who wants to not only go in there, but you think a little pee on the seat's gonna make your day bad.
What are you saying?
I don't know
There's
why
just shit and blood everywhere?
Everywhere,
Oh,
fucking
no.
everywhere. Things are overflowing. Then like you see like what We didn't have a lot of trannies back then, but I would also wonder how these women would miss the fucking toilet too with the
I have the
like
answer
they
to
were
that.
hovering.
I was going to say that's the answer. It's the hovering. So a lot of women are very, I mean, I guess you could be kind of apprehensive about, you got a lot more open parts down there as a woman, especially as a man woman. That's just a constant infection waiting to happen. But yeah, I understand why they hover, but I don't think most people understand like the unlikelihood of catching something from a toilet seat. Here's another thing you could always do. You could just wipe it off. I mean, I feel like that's the basics of what you can do anyway. Not to mention if you're a woman, a real one, and you know that you're going to have to use public bathrooms all day, like you work in an office or you go to school, wouldn't all women have one thing, right? They have that almost sounded bad.
It all comes out of one.
They have
All
purses.
of it, one hole.
Yeah, they have purses. They can just keep sanitizer with them and wipe off the toilet seat. And then you don't have to hover. And then if they all started doing this, they wouldn't really need to sanitize the toilet seat because they wouldn't piss and shit and bleed all over it because they wouldn't be hovering over it. Am I wrong? I don't know. Maybe I'm being insensitive to the plight of women. Who knows? I don't know what goes on in there.
I told you the story. I'm so sorry. This is slightly unrelated, but didn't I tell you the story about the older kid in scout camp that blew my fucking mind with one giant fucking lie when I was
That's
younger?
not what I thought you were going to say. I thought you were going to say, you remember that kid in Scout? I told you about that one that blew me?
No. The Boy Scout troop I went to were quite homophobic. That's
Yeah,
how
they
I
always
managed to get
are.
my Eagle. By the way, don't waste your time getting Eagle Scouts. It does nothing.
I skipped right over that and I got the double Eagle Scout. Go ahead.
Dude, I got Sigma Scout. Like, that's like the end all be all,
Yeah, I heard that with the Sigma Scout badge, you just you say, I'm not doing any of this. Skip me to the end, and they go Sigma badge. I don't know. I'm not really up on this whole Sigma, Alpha, Beta. I don't know which is which, and honestly, I don't care. But that sounds real
Yeah, you're
Sigma from what I've
definitely-
seen in the memes.
You're definitely an Alpha. I'm a Sigma.
Which one's better?
Clearly the Sigma.
Okay, all right, cool.
No, you're an Alpha. We should start doing that. But anyway, I won't tell you. I won't bore you with my Scout stories. But this kid told me, right? He said, hey,
Nice
man,
cock.
I've had sex before. I'm like, oh, yeah? He's like, yeah, when you have sex, there's like 8 holes, and if you put it in the wrong one, she dies. And I really believed it
It's because it's true.
till sex ed came in around on high school. And then I just got even more confused.
Yeah. Imagine sexual education now in, let's say, I don't know, Los Angeles Unified School District. Imagine that sexual education, which I hear starts in kindergarten now in some of these places, where they're like you thought you were confused back then when they're like, yeah, so the guy takes his wiener and he stabs her in her junk with it, right? You're like, okay, yeah, that sounds pretty straightforward. Well, now they're like, so the guy might not be a guy, but still have a wiener. And then he might take his wiener and put it in the other guy's, who's not a guy anymore, open bleeding wound that never heals. That smells like dead bodies. And that is how you have sex with each other, if you so choose to do it that way. You know what I mean? Like how bad is sex ed gonna get?
It's going to get real bad. Like, I almost missed the days where they just would lie to the kids because they thought they were doing the right thing. And they're like, oh, yeah, condoms don't do anything. You get pregnant every time. All the AIDS. Yeah, it's like the AIDS just go through the condom.
Yeah. Condoms don't stop AIDS, which is why I just stopped using them. And look at me, I'm fine.
Exactly.
Do I have AIDS? Yeah. Am I alive? Pff, totally.
It's
But
not
I gotta-
AIDS if it's everywhere.
I got to be careful about getting things like colds because my immune system is depleted along with my T cells. All right. I don't know if gay AIDS humor is really going to fly over here today. So this was kind of a show we had to do today because I wasn't able to do yesterday because I wasn't here. I didn't get back in time. Couldn't do it. And I feel like today I might as well have just also skipped as well. Because it's not going great. I'm not firing on all cylinders here. I'm on a bunch of cold medication, and I'm not trying to make excuses, but there could be a lot of first-time people viewing right now, and they're going to be like, this guy sucks. I feel like I haven't
right.
done anything crazy enough to bring in a new viewership audience. But let me try this because I see a lot of other people do it. Whether you like it or not, would you do us a big favor and hit that like and subscribe button? And hey, while you're at it, tap that notification bell. And that way you'll know about when our next shitty show comes on, and you can watch that one more time before you just unsubscribe from everything. Or you could do us an even bigger favor and just like and subscribe. But if you didn't want to, just never check back in again. That'd be great. No, no harm to you. No big deal, right?
Oh yeah, and big shout out to our sponsor, Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
I think we can get in trouble for that.
I bet we could, huh?
Yeah, Mountain Dew is gonna be like, Mountain Dew's so gonna see this dude, and they're gonna be like, "Oh no, cease and desist. We don't want to
I
be."
said mountain rhymes with shoe.
Oh, I see what you did there. The same people that own all the Mountain Dew companies.
Classic misdirection.
You got him, dude. You got me even.
I got something for you to comment on. I mean, since we're on this vein of these, just this glorious world. Well, when you're ready, I don't want to.
Yeah, no. You want me to? Here, I'll come back over to me. You let me know when you're ready to roll on what it is you're rolling on.
That is weird. That is weird. That is weird. It's like I had the one chance. All right.
Yeah, you did.
One second. Go ahead, talk. It's not doing what I want it to do.
Okay, well, all right. Well, let me try this. Let me try to get a little. I need a little. First of all, we need to always have a Twitter story to go to. For one, that's number one, which I actually kind of do. So I'll do that. Let me pull this up. I found this very interesting. Come on, load, baby, load.
Oh, I got it to work now. I think maybe.
Okay, if you beat me to it, go for it.
Well, I mean, I'm a Sigma. I don't compete, Yeah.
Oh God, I'm sweating like a.
So I realize that pretty much like anytime I just need a quick banger, I just go to today.com. This shit is, it's like there's always one ridiculous story about drag queens for you. These dads say their drag queen experience helps them be better parents. This was just put up. Like, they're not done with this. Says anti-LGBTQ legislation aimed at demonizing drag performers as groomers and pedophiles intensifies. Some drag queens are sharing how their art makes them better parents.
I have a question. Oh, yeah. Okay, they're talking to two homo dads that everybody knows are more likely to rape and molest their adopted children. But, and you can't call me a liar on that because there's proof of it. But go back to the top of that page. I wanted to see that headline. It says, these dads say their drag queen experience helps them. And there's just a couple of gay dads, which is why Russia, by the way, stopped letting the United States adopt Russian children, as they're like, you just give them to these gay couples where they're more likely to be molested. But I did find it interesting that the writer of this isn't a guy, so it's not a dad. It's Danielle Campo Amar, however the hell you say that. And to me, that just seems like this just seems like a very woke, womanly article. And I just like how they take it to the extreme, and their example of these dads that are better parents because, dudes in dresses is just two moes. Two moes, by the way, that dress like twins, which is a little creepy. Show their picture again.
Well, that was what I thought. It's like, what are these fucking twins?
Yeah, go back down to their picture real quick.
Right here.
Maybe you got stuck. I don't see it. I think your screen is frozen. Yeah, whatever. What's another problem?
What's another problem? I don't know. I'm zoomed up on them.
It's just I see the headlines.
Oh, I
still.
see.
Yeah.
Here, undo me real quick.
Yep.
And
You're undone.
Yeah. There you go. There you go.
Okay.
Can you see that?
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, they look like straight up like which one is fraternal paternal? Which one's like when they're the same? They look the same.
I don't. I think that's just identical.
Fraternal paternal. I don't know.
Who cares?
They
Look
look
at these
like
two.
identical. I
Yeah.
wanted to sound smart, gosh darn it, but yeah, they look like they're identical twins.
Can you scroll
But
down a little
now,
bit more and see if it shows the kid? Oh, cool. So they're just publicly putting this kid's face in this article too. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with
through
that.
the heart thing, I don't know. I'm seeing signs of abuse all over this child's bodies.
Yeah, that's not a
Right
real
here. Is that a
smile.
bruise on his ankle? That's a bruise on his ankle.
I don't know, man.
But
If I
then,
mean,
now
but
let's see how fabulous they are.
wait,
Here
is
we
that
go.
the same? Is that the same two guys?
Look at the adorable molested child who has been groomed into smiling.
Yeah, you can
When-
tell that's a forced smile. And I think that's the same kid, so I think those are the same two guys. So now the article is saying how it I thought that they meant that they went to a drag show, and not that I'm saying this makes it any better. And they're like, these women in dresses made us better fathers. No. They're saying, no, we're a couple of queens, and because of that, we're better dads. And then the Today Show, that's an American staple, is promoting this, So is today's take on this, hey guys, if you want to be better fathers, one, you need to be gay, and then you need to wear dresses around your young adopted children to confuse them and make them think that they have mothers with beards. Yeah, that kid's gonna be totally fine. Totally fine.
What's weird
Yeah.
is why did the one guy decide to shave his fucking face pubes off? Which one looks like they had more boobs? Because like this guy
The fat
has like
one.
the hairy chest.
Yeah, the
Well,
fat
both
one on the
fat.
right.
This one, oh
Yeah, on the
Okay,
right on
yeah.
both, yeah.
yeah,
All
fuck
right.
these guys.
Oh, they do each other. And I just pray to God that they're not doing that same thing to the child, which they are, because people like this that go out of their way to present to the world their weird sexual proclivities, and they're just wanting constant affirmation that they chose the right lifestyle, so they put it all out there. Those are the same ones that do the most dirty shit, and it usually winds up involving kids eventually because they've burnt out those normal pleasure centers in their brain, and they're constantly seeking the more extreme versions of sex in order to get off, for lack of a better term.
So look at this thing. This is one of the quotes from one of these sick, degenerate pieces of shit. I hope my son can see that just because for the moment the world seems to be stacked against us, we won't back down from fucking that child's ass.
Well, here's the
I
thing.
added the
It's not stacked against him. I've never seen anything be more in these people's favor than I have for anybody else, any other group ever. Transsexual legislation, transsexual rights has been at the forefront of the American news media and government for years now. They can do no wrong. You cannot say anything about them. So tell me just how fucking persecuted they are, really. Because they're not persecuted by the government. They're not persecuted by media. They're not persecuted by corporations. In fact, they're held up and endorsed by them to the detriment of society and children.
And here's the funny thing is I actually know couples who, for whatever reason, like, couldn't have a kid. Maybe I think it was the woman because past
course.
like 30, 35, you're fucked. But, it could have been my buddy too, though. I know he's gotten kicked in the balls like every time we went out. But they only give these straight, normal hetero couples making a lot of money. They only give them all the broken, fucked up kids, right? Like,
Are you trying to say the black ones, Stover?
No. They give them like the white, like look at the white kid, but he's like, "Arr!" Like they get one good photo.
Yeah, it used to be. It used to be that the
They're always
gays,
retarded.
the gays always got the black kids. Now the gays are getting the white kids. See, how's that for
They're
you
getting
being
first
prioritized?
Dibs. They're getting first dibskis.
Do you think they tried to give that gay couple, that white male gay couple, a Mexican kid, and they're like, "Oh, we're drag queens too," and they're like, "Here's your white kid."
They didn't even insult those men by offering them a Mexican child. The Mexican kid was like hundreds down. They had first dibs, and they were all just cute little Anglo babies.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
looked
If
like
you're
little angels.
if you are in certain areas of the country, yeah, you're like top priority to get anything and everything as a drag queen or a transsexual or a gay. But I mean, it's like gay and lesbian is just out of style now. Nobody cares about them anymore. And now they're trying to like latch on to the tranny bandwagon, and it's like, so these people totally took over your movement, and all they had to do was put on a dress. And now they get more priority over any of you. Imagine being a black person, right? And you had this 100-year struggle for civil rights and whatnot. And then the trannies come along and they're like, oh, all your stuff, the blacks, the gays, the browns, the lesbians. No, it's all
We're
about
number one.
guys who want to wear dresses and give hormones to children. We're the new civil rights movement.
Which I just am like, I'm sorry, y'all. Like, how did we go from Freddie Mercury just having all of like only guy that could maybe make AIDS cool to two dudes in drag? Like, what? Why would you? I would think that like if you're gay, you like dudes, but like I'm a gay guy who likes to bang other gay guys who like to dress like a woman.
Somebody
Just
grab
go
that.
get a woman.
Somebody grabbed Stover saying that. I just want them to be able to make a video of you saying those words. But
Just hold it over my head.
yeah, the thing is, you just got to roll with it. But yeah, how much longer until? God, these glasses are fogging up. How much? How much longer until? Like, I would love to follow the guys in this story and be like, how much longer before one of them just fully becomes trans? Because they go down this road and it seems like they don't stop. They're like, you know what?
Maybe
I
we
want a
just
tit
don't
job.
know. Maybe like we need to like maybe we don't even know what it's like. Because I'll be honest with you, I've never put a little glitter in my beard or nothing like that. Maybe it's fucking dope. How about this? If we raise $1 million for the Knicks,
Not
I can't
not
speak
the
for Bill,
basketball
but
team.
I will show up on stream in drag if we raise $1 million for the Knicks. Come on, guys, let's get it together. Start raising. Bill, you gonna join me in doing drag for a show?
No, because
$1
they wouldn't want me
million.
to do that. But that reminds me. Speaking of the Knicks,
Yes, they would.
which we got to come
Yes,
up with
they
a better
would.
name, because when you said the Knicks, I thought you were talking about the basketball team. So that's a
We'll ask
horrible
them
name
in a
that
year.
we've been saying that forever. Yeah. Wait till they get desperate. But here's the thing. Speaking of the Knicks, we got a charity. These are two guys, Nicholas Oakes and Nicholas DiCarlo, that have been sentenced to 4 years in prison each for meandering around the January 6th Capitol building. I'm sorry, the Capitol building on January 6th, where they were given 4 years each for basically touring the building. They didn't do anything destructive or anything of that nature. And they had an example be made out of them, along with a lot of other people. So we're going to keep them in our thoughts and prayers, and also ask that you help donate to their charities. So, their families that are on the outside still can, feed themselves and pay their rent and hopefully maybe come out with a little nest egg. So when they do eventually get out, they won't, they'll be able to hit the ground running, hopefully. That said, the next time we're going to try to find stories of people who did much more horrendous and atrocious crimes also after the date of January 6th. And, things like rape and murder rape and things of that nature. And just find out who all gets sentenced to less than 4 years for much worse violent crimes. Go ahead, Stover.
I could be wrong, but on that note, you mentioned this weird couple that adopted these children. What I find was odd is like after finding out about it, they actually set up a sting, and left the kids in the care.
Yeah.
Which is astounding to me.
Well, they didn't want to be wrong and then be called bigots, because that would be terrible.
Yeah, I mean, couldn't they have just framed them for the crime to not, embarrass themselves, federal government?
And with that, we bid you adieu for the night. We did 45 today. So if you subtract the shitty parts, it's like 30 minutes of a decent show. That said, new outro. Stick around, check it out. And the Give, Send, Go details for our guys that are in federal prison are at the beginning of the outro. So check it out. And the show's recorded, so you can go back if you need that information to watch it again. That's all I got. Stover, you good? All right, here we go. I love that fart at the end.